Welcome to the inaugural and the first of many diversity in sports conference. Congratulations to everybody for making this all become a reality.
I would highly recommend that people within the sport landscape in Canada definitely come out to this conference next year. There's so much good information that can be absorbed from here, and I think we can all be part of the change within Canada if we all actively engage in conversations like this.
Coming to the Diversity in Sports Conference was one of the best experiences I ever had after coming to Canada. The people I was able to meet, the people I was able to network with, the friends I made, and the learnings I gained were tremendous.
Sign up right now. Follow them on whatever social media platform they are. Email the OUA, contact them, contact whoever you need to contact, find out when they're getting ticket sales again, and get here. This is a must-do every single year. Everyone needs to be here. We need to pack this place and get at it again in 2024.
We don't have to work alone. We can do this together, and it shows by the numbers that are here that we want to improve and we want to make a better future for all Canadians. Doesn't matter where they're from, but that's the goal that we have. So thank you so much for coming to the inaugural conference, and dare I say, see you next year.
1, 2, 3.
Diversity in sports!
Welcome to the inaugural and the first of many diversity in sports conference. Congratulations to everybody for making this all become a reality.
I would highly recommend that people within the sport landscape in Canada definitely come out to this conference next year. There's so much good information that can be absorbed from here, and I think we can all be part of the change within Canada if we all actively engage in conversations like this.
Coming to
Good evening and welcome to Carleton Ravens Hockey here on the Ravens YouTube channel. Tonight it's the Montreal Carabins who sit at 1-1-2 on the season against the Carleton Ravens, who are looking for their first win on the year, 0-4 coming into this one. I'm Jackson Starr, joined alongside Jeremy Whalen. And Jeremy, the Ravens coming into this one, tough start to the season. They're going to look to find their groove here tonight.
Yeah, exactly, Jackson. It's been one of those starts. The offense was clicking in the first two games. We got 4 against Bishops. We got 2 the next night at the University of Ottawa, and the well has dried up since, unfortunately, for the Ravens, who have gone 0-3 and yet to score a goal in those last 3 games. So we'll see how they turn things around here tonight against a Carabins team that's historically stingy and tough to score against.
Absolutely. We'll see how they do. And in goal for the Carabins, Racine, their main starter, 1-1-1 on the season.
Always a tough challenge for the Ravens. They know they got to get traffic in front. Is a very strong goaltender, but not a very tall one. So the Ravens need to use the height they have up front, get some traffic in front of her eyes, and see if they can't create an opportunity or two for themselves.
And it's Caitlin Whitehead in net for the Ravens as well. She's started all 4 games so far for Carleton, looking to pick up her first win of the year. Justina Beard in the face-off circle. She goes up against Jessica Boulanger, but the face-off will be retaken.
The Ravens will want to get off to a good start here. We have the official going by both benches right now, telling all the players on the ice they need to remove the tape off the neck guards. Obviously, a mandate that's gone around U Sports prior to a couple incidents, and we're underway now. We'll talk about that later on.
Yeah, absolutely. Underway from the Ice House on this Friday night. Puck sent in deep by the Carabins, and it's Whitehead who steers it towards Kate Lingell. Up the near side, Hayden Cerniak trying to poke it in the neutral zone. Picked up by Boulanger in the neutral zone by the Montreal Carabins. Justina Beard looking to poke it loose for Carleton. They still battle for it right in front of the Montreal bench before it's collected by Lauriane Etier. Drops it back off, and Montreal will reset. Carabins making some changes with the Ravens getting some fresh legs out there as well. Puck bounces into the Montreal bench, and we get our first stoppage just over 30 seconds into this one.
Really quick change for the Ravens, obviously something they maybe wanted to do. They got Jenna Moray and Hoyle out there, immediately created a turnover, and unfortunately for Carleton, puck bounced out of play.
So now neutral zone face-off. One back by Abigail Byrne. Ravens will look to break out. Daphne LeMay off towards this near side, picked off there. And Nadeau steers that one in deep, where Justine Larkin is able to pick it up for Carleton. Backhands that one, intended for Coyle. Roland steps up to try and keep that one alive. Byrne works her way into space, feeds it up towards the middle of the ice surface for Jenna Moray. Nice feed, Moray backhand shot, easily steered aside and held onto by Racine, who's able to cover up.
We talked about the neck guards right before the opening faceoff, and that created the opportunity. The Montreal defender who lost their neck guard just outside the Ravens blue line was ordered off the ice by the linesman, and Jenna Moray was able to get that quick break opportunity. Nothing doing though.
Absolutely. As the faceoff's won back by the Ravens in the offensive zone, Shannon McDonald steers that one into the corner. Ava Beck back for McDonald, puts that one on goal, directed aside by Racine, and it comes towards Ryan. Reese Cole-Ashbury had a goal last season against the Montreal Carabins. Tried that shot, flutters off a couple of sticks, and now Ava Beck. Back off for Mira Ryan in the corner. Defended by Mélanie Lefebvre. Worked loose. Ravens looking to keep it alive with Ryan coming loose with it momentarily. Picked off, though, by the Carabins, and they'll steer it out towards center. Reese Cole-Ashbury, collected by Ava Beck, shoots that one in. It takes a bounce up into the netting, and that stops play. 18-19 left to go here in the first, and we spoke about the net guards. Obviously a hot button topic in the hockey world overall today, and the OUA Men's League also determining that they will enforce net guards effective immediately, so that definitely having a big effect on U Sports.
Yeah, it's a rule that's been around U Sports hockey for a while, but enforced hit or miss, as Guimont with a chance there.
Yeah, great chance in front there for the Ravens. With Aoife Mahaffey and Lainey Guimont digging for it, nothing doing. Collected by the Carabins, they'll look to break out. Bounces outside the line where Kate Lingell steers that one across towards Peyton Miller. Mahaffey, back for Miller. The defender jumping up there, working her way and backhanding that one in. Ravens will change all 5 skaters, with Montreal restarting from their own end. Steered back in deep as the Carabins cross center, so Daphne LeMay trails back for it. Look to play that one up and ahead. Takes a bounce out of play. Stopping play, 17:37 left to go in the first, so bit of stop-start so far in this one.
Yeah, we saw this from the Ravens last game too. It took them a little while to find the momentum at home, and when they did, they started to be a little bit more aggressive. And this will be something to watch for. If Carleton can get their speed going, obviously a young team, defensively maybe not as tight as they want to be yet, but if they can get their speed going, they'll be dangerous.
Absolutely, as that shot from the line is stopped by Caitlin Whitehead, first test that she sees on the night. And the Ravens are able to force it out towards center as Misner steers that one in deep. Hayden Cerniak trying to give chase for Carleton. Up against Annabelle Faubert. It's worked loose on that far side. Steered down the ice. Icing's going to be waved off. And winning that race is Wakona Lalush. Lalush defended by LeMay. Comes back for Lalush. Centering feed off a stick. Back up top. Jumping in there was Cardin. Couldn't quite get to it. Able to keep it alive now though. Flared off the side of the goal. And Justine Larkin wraps that one around. Takes a deflection off the linesman. And the Montreal Carabin will have to restart.
Good pressure from Montreal there. Really, and Carleton in their own zone were able to get some changes and keep coming. But the Ravens get a break, get it out.
As steered out towards center by Roland. Backhanded up and ahead. Looking to catch up to that one was Poirelou. Roland trying to get back onto it as well at the line, held in there. That's Faubert who was able to steer it into the Carleton zone. But it's collected by Carleton and they'll quickly break out. Abigail Byrne up this left side. Wrapped in towards the far side where Jenna Moret looked to drop it back off, but immediately there for it was Lefebvre, and it comes back out towards center, and the Ravens will look to restart. Charlie Coyle steers that one in. She'll veer off for a change with Montreal back onto it. Ravens looking to forecheck with Jenna Moret. Dropped off towards this near side. Montreal with some pressure coming from Ava Beck. Beck able to force a turnover there, steered it towards the middle. Lopez, the oncoming player for the Ravens, now able to pick it up. Works her way loose, steered towards the middle for Beck, but it's bounced off a stick and now a 2-on-1 back the other way. It's Poirelou up this near side. She'll walk in, feeds across the shot, fanned on there on that far side by Roland, who stepped up. Nice opportunity for the Carabin, steered down the ice by the Ravens, and that will be an icing against Carleton, but the first real solid chance of the game, an odd man rush for Montreal.
Yeah, Montreal taking advantage of a little turnover near their own blue line, coming all the way down for that 2-on-1. Just before that, you mentioned the name of Cecilia Lopez. The Ravens were without Lopez last weekend, who was actually in France working on her music career. A really neat opportunity we'll get into later, but good to see her back. The Ravens need that offense in the lineup tonight.
Absolutely, a big return to the lineup for Carleton there in Lopez. As Pouliot picks it up at the Ravens line, looking to steer it in. Larkin tries to come back for support. Played that one up and ahead, collected by Pouliot though, and that shot into the glove of Caitlin Whitehead, who's able to hold on. May have been going wide, but Whitehead able to get her glove to that one.
Whitehead has been a difference for the Ravens so far. The numbers probably not what she wants, but making the transfer back home to Ottawa from the NCAA, she's been a huge difference. Watch for the puck handling to become a story in this game if Montreal is forced to dump pucks in.
Absolutely, a lot of experience, 4 years in the NCAA. Scramble draw. Both teams still looking for it. Collected by Lainey Guimont for the Ravens. She'll chip that one out towards the neutral zone. And Montreal will look to start from there. In the middle, that's Lefebvre. Worked into the zone, looking to drop that one back off towards Lefebvre. Now it comes loose towards Garand, who now drops it off for Lefebvre. Coming in, feed across, takes a deflection in front. But the Ravens able to escape, and it's Aoife Mahaffey who works her way out. Played and floated out towards the neutral zone. Pouliot able to collect it. Feeds it for Lefebvre just on side. Overskated the puck a bit though, and it's Sydney Berta who gets pointed north for Carleton. At center, that puck deflected by LeMay. The defender stepping up into the corner with all of her teammates making changes. And it's the Carabin who are able to break out of their own zone. Up that far side, coming with it is Contain. Contain with a head of speed, puts that shot on goal, stopped by Whitehead, and she'll hold on to that one. Couple solid saves from Whitehead, and the Carabin pushing in the early stages.
Really good pressure from Montreal there. They get deep in their own zone and right away back down on Carleton. A good 2-on-1 opportunity, well defended, but a shot looking for a rebound. Whitehead wouldn't have it.
Ravens win the face-off in the defensive zone. Reese Cole-Ashbury finds Cerniak. Cerniak tried to feed it in the middle towards Misner. It misses her and goes down the ice for another icing for the Ravens. And something that's hindered the Ravens a couple of times in the past, just getting tinned in the zone. They got to try to avoid that as much as they can tonight.
They do, and it speaks to the young defense, the young blue line core. Even out here right now, we have Reese Cole-Ashbury with McDonald. It's a second year and a first year, and the more that those Ravens get that experience in the RSEQ, the better they're going to be. But early in this season, got to find that rhythm, got to clean up those breakouts a bit.
Puck sent down the ice, past Hayden Cerniak, who looks to win that race. She will, as icing is waved off. And it's kept alive in the defensive zone by Annabelle Faubert. Turned over, though, and Cerniak feeds Reese Cole-Ashbury across to the far side. Peyton Miller looking to step up there. It takes a bounce out of play, and an offensive zone draw coming for Carleton.
Faubert continues to be that player, as we've seen for years now. Really makes a difference every shift on the ice for Montreal, and did it again there. Came back, did have a turnover in her own zone, but able to immediately contain it. Really someone the Ravens have to be aware of every time she's on the ice.
Absolutely a steady defender for the Montreal Carabins as the puck takes a bounce off a stick, bouncing in the right circle area, but it's collected by Montreal. They'll look to break out the other way. Etier up that far side, tried to steer it towards the middle. Peyton Miller there to meet that one. Montreal looking to keep it alive. They will at the line. Shot fanned on there, floats towards the high slot. Carleton looking to get back onto it with Peyton Miller coming to it. Backhand to the line, held in there by Fontaine. Floated back for Kate Lengel, and Lengel will look to break out. Feed up this near side, picked off. Roland trying to get to it, but Lengel gets back onto it for Carleton. Looking to get to center as Byrne will pick it up for Carleton and feed Miller on that far side. Tries a shot, easily guided aside there by Racine. Played to the line where Mira Ryan is there. Ava Beck and Cecilia Lopez also hovering around that one. It comes to the line and out towards center where it's collected there by Poirelou. Ava Beck. Ravens with numbers carrying up the middle. That shot from long distance is gloved down by Racine. She'll hold on to that one and stop play. A real key for the Ravens in the offensive zone, as you mentioned, getting traffic to the front of the net.
Yeah, we saw it early on. They did manage to get some traffic in front their first few chances. It generated rebounds. On that rush, again, the Ravens did a really good job. 2-on-1, low pad, far side shot. The rebound came out. Lopez just wasn't in the spot they were maybe expecting it to come out to. Carleton's going to have to keep doing that all night if they want to find success.
We'll see if they can as the faceoff is collected by Montreal on their own end. Looking to break out, pass picked off, floats towards the goal. And Aoife Mahaffey hardened on the forecheck, looking to win it back for Carleton. Working it loose there. Roland feeds it cross ice to the far side. Poirelou able to steer that one back into Carleton territory where Daphne Lemay is able to collect it. Lemay turns it over though, able to recover and play that one to the corner. At the line, Nadeau keeps it in, wrapped around behind the goal. Justine Larkin heading over there for Carleton. Feed towards Sydney Berta. They'll battle for it along the half wall. Still they battle for it. Comes towards the line. And Nadeau picks it up near side, walks in, tries a shot off the shin pad of Guimont, and it goes towards Roland in the corner. Lemay there to meet her. Aoife Mahaffey looking to skate her way into open ice and find Sydney Berta. Berta floats that one behind Guimont, who's just able to guide that one in, and they'll veer off for changes. 11:48 left to go here in the first. Scoreless game so far from the Ice House. Carabin looking to break out up this near side with Pouliot. Steered in deep and giving chase there is Garand. Garand back of the goal. Good speed. Ravens converge on her, force a turnover, and it's Misner who backhands that one off the boards and out towards center. Pouliot trailing back. Fed down the ice. Icing is going to be called against Montreal there, so an offensive zone draw coming here for Carleton.
That's not the first time tonight we've seen the Carleton defenders jump up through the neutral zone, and it's caused problems for the Carabins. It's forced icings, it's forced turnovers. We'll have to keep an eye. This is a young defense that is really agile. See if they can continue to create some turnovers that way.
Absolutely, as the faceoff's won in the offensive zone by the Ravens. McDonald from the line tries that shot with traffic on the way through, misses wide. Pouliot trying to break out for Montreal. Reese Cole-Ashbury able to steer that one back into the left corner. Cerniak takes a hit, puck comes towards the front, backhand shot there from Misner. Just couldn't get that one to go, and it's collected at center by Pouliot, who just steers that one back in deep where Reese Cole-Ashbury is there to pick it up. Swings it out towards center. Nobody there for Carleton. They still battle for it though in the neutral zone with Misner swatting that one towards Coyle. Once again they battle for it with Alice Quentin. Drops that back off towards Cardin. Cardin working her way out of pressure and feeds Quentin out towards center. Fontaine trying to get back onto it. Ravens, though, able to converge on her, and Abigail Byrne feeds it towards the far side. They'll look to break into the offensive zone. Puck sent down the ice. Icing is going to be called that time against the Ravens, as Caitlin Gell again trying to step up there. We see the activation from the young D on that occasion. Just doesn't work that time for Carleton.
You're right, just didn't work. Pass was just a little bit too far ahead, but for Carleton, really jumping in the rush, really creating things. And that all started after a really nice breakout from Montreal, but the back pressure caused a turnover by the red line, and all of a sudden Carleton was away again in transition.
Face-off won back by Montreal. Shot from the line takes a bounce on the way through and goes towards the near side, where it's picked up by Coyle. Out towards center, trying to pick out Jenna Moret. Jessica Boulanger now for Montreal, with good speed through the neutral zone, met with pressure from Kate Langell, and it ends up on the stick of Mira Ryan. Good speed up that right side. Ryan tries that shot, stick to side. Rebound comes towards Lopez. It was batted down with a high stick off of a Montreal Carabin, so an offensive zone draw coming for Carleton, but good speed there from Mira Ryan for the neutral zone.
Good speed through the neutral zone, and just as we talked about a minute ago, a really good shot selection. Carleton knows they're not going to score many first chances tonight. Mira Ryan, a veteran coming in from Lindenwood. Nice low hard shot. That rebound popped out nicely.
LeMay tries that one from the line. It flutters off the glove of Racine and goes wide. Montreal able to collect it after that. Look to break out towards center. Up that far side. Faubert tries that shot on goal. It's gathered up by Whitehead, who's able to seal that one closed. And an offensive zone draw coming from Montreal. A couple solid saves so far for Whitehead.
Yeah, both goaltenders so far have done what we expected. This isn't going to be a high-scoring one. I'm never one to say that and not get caught, but this probably won't be a high-scoring one. Both teams know that the goaltending is going to be a big factor, and both goaltenders so far have looked good when tested. No huge test, but both looked good.
Absolutely. We'll see if the announcer's jinx comes back to bite you. As the face-off is corralled in the offensive zone by Montreal, they'll look to set up. Shot from the line, again gobbled up there by Whitehead, able to hold on to that one. No traffic in front, and got to credit the Ravens' young D for clearing as much space as they can to allow their goaltender to see the shots from the line.
Great alley, absolutely. If you're a goaltender and you can see one from 60 feet out, you're going to eat that in the chest all day. That's what Caitlin Whitehead did. Nice, easy one, face-off to her right.
Face-off, that's won back by Carleton. Miller looking to wrap that around. Stepping up there is Nadeau to keep it alive. Roland trying to do the same thing for Montreal. Now back of the goal, Roland able to work it loose to the near side. Collecting it there is Theriault. Near line, Nadeau tries that shot. Blocked in front, collected by Moret. She'll find Coyle. In her feet, can't get to that one, and Nadeau is able to work it back in. Arm goes up, penalty coming against Carleton, it looks like at the moment. And it looks like it's going to be Abigail Byrne who's going to go off for a hook. And the first power play opportunity of the game goes by way of the Carabin.
The Ravens penalty kill was quite good last game, despite the fact that their numbers maybe don't indicate so much so in the standings right now. We'll see how much pressure they can put. They seem to really like to sit back a little bit and then press things to the outside down the walls. We'll see if they have that kind of success against a Montreal team that do have a couple really big shots on the top, especially Fontaine setting up here as well.
Absolutely, we'll see if they utilize that. Montreal hovering at 20% so far early on the season, tied for second in the RSEQ. Ravens look to win it and clear it, but Fontaine holds that line. Cross ice feed to the near side. Roland in the middle. Boulanger tried that one-touch shot, and it goes wide. Theriault able to work it towards the far side. Swung cross ice, looking to feed that one in the middle. Cut off by the Ravens. Laney Guimont trying to work it out. Fontaine, though, able to keep it alive. Back of the goal. Theriault finds Roland. Fontaine near line. Goes back towards Roland. Tried to swing that one cross ice. Off a skate. Fontaine again. Feed towards that far side. Nadeau. Working her way loose at the middle point. Walks it and fires. Takes a deflection on a couple sticks. Cleared down the ice by Justina Beard. And the Ravens will get changes.
Great work by the Ravens penalty killers. Not one, but two shooters in the lane. Both willing to block it. Both had to as the first tipped it too. And they're able to get the clear and get the change, killing off what's now turning into 20 seconds on the forecheck.
Absolutely. 1:05 left to go here in the power play. And now Cerniak able to get back onto the puck for Carleton. So both forwards advancing to pinch in and win this puck back. Mira Ryan comes loose. Backhand feed to the far side. Miller walks in and fires. Takes a bounce in front. And it's collected by Montreal. They'll look to work loose, but a nice opportunity shorthanded for Carleton. Second unit trundling onto the ice for Montreal as the puck's shot in by the Carabin. Jenna Moret looking to work it loose. Cerniak gets to it and plays that one out towards center, where it's picked up by Kéliane Laforge. Fed up that far side. Looking to work her way in there is Poirelou. Backhanded towards this near side. First on it is Daphne LeMay, and she'll fire that one to the neutral zone, where it's picked up by Laforge. Plays it up and ahead for Poirelou, and Montreal will look to set up. Peyton Miller with pressure. Poirelou wraps that one around towards the near side. Kate Lingel looking to get to that one, forces it up and ahead for Ava Beck. And at center, Lefebvre steers it towards the far side. Poirelou coming in, tries that shot. May have gone off of Whitehead's mask and flutters up out of play, stopping play with 1 second remaining in the penalty. So far so good on the penalty kill from Carleton. Overall, a good job.
Overall, a great job. You hope with 1 second to go, we get a face-off tie-up, but a great penalty kill for Ava Beck. Really doing the job along the walls, getting pucks out. As the Ravens do kill that one successfully, but really well done by her on the up high on the penalty kill, doing the work to get pucks out of the zone.
Absolutely. So 0 for 1 go the Carabin on the evening so far. They look to maintain offensive zone possession though. And on that far side, it's Garand who cuts back, feeds Cardin near side, tries that one-time blast, deflected on the way through, stop, rebound in front, and it's steered towards the corner. Collected by Garand, who steers it towards the line. Philbert for Cardin. Nice move at the line, trying to keep it alive. Puck comes back towards her. Pressure though from Daphne LeMay, who's able to steer that one down the ice. She'll chase her own dump in as the Ravens will make changes. And it's Annabelle Philbert who settles things down in her own end. 6:30 left to go here in the first, still scoreless from the Ice House. Philbert cycling back in her own end, good pressure there from Hayden Cerniak. Puck takes a bounce in front, backhand shot, stopped by Racine. It sits there for a moment. Cerniak with a wraparound try. The shot from Beard is blocked in front. Still it sits loose, but it's collected by Montreal. Arm goes up, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty against Carleton here as Pouliot collects it. Racine, through all of this, is trying to head to the bench. Now it's touched up by the Ravens, and an offensive zone penalty taken by Carleton. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be Cerniak who's going to get the penalty, and the Ravens are going to have to do it again on the penalty kill.
A really unfortunate penalty for the Ravens, who killed not one, but two really good scoring chances. They kill the penalty, they come down, they create two opportunities, and then Cerniak, unfortunately, just looked like she got tied up with a forward in the zone, couldn't get a stick free, and gets called for the slash when she finally does pull her stick loose.
Absolutely, as the face-off on the power play is won back by Montreal. Good pressure, though, defensively from the Ravens and Lanny Guimard. Kept alive, though, by Jessica Boulanger. Puck worked towards the front and steered through the blue out the other side as Roland finds Fontaine. Back for Roland, near side, walks in, tries that shot, missed high and wide. That puck's going to rim out of the zone. Ravens will try to make a couple of changes. They are able to get both forwards off of the ice, with Jenna Moret and Abigail Byrne hopping over the boards. Moret picks that one off with a chance up the right side. Moret walks in and fires. May have gone off of the mask of the goaltender Racine there, but it goes out of play nonetheless. Offensive zone draw defensively for the Ravens on the penalty kill.
Both teams now have had those opportunities. They've walked right in down Main Street and drilled the goaltender in the head. Jenna Moret's going to want to maybe place that one a little differently next time, but maybe saw something over the shoulder for Carleton. That's two really good chances shorthanded so far this game. We'll see if they can continue that.
Face-off one back in the offensive zone by the Ravens. Quick shot from the line from Justine Larkin. Flutters towards this near side. And Poirelou with the second unit out there for Montreal looking to break in. She'll work her way towards the far side. Dropped it back off towards the middle. Laberge tries to play that one across, I should say. But good pressure in the form of Byrne, able to force that one out towards the neutral zone. And Montreal will have to restart, working in up that far side. Laforge tried to play that one in front, takes a backhand on the way through from Lefebvre. Collected now by Laforge, who stepped up. Back for Poirelou. Laforge with space, goes towards his near side. LaRoche swings it cross ice, bouncing puck, stopped by Whitehead. She'll pounce on that one. Nothing too concrete from the Carabin. Ravens holding that box on the inside fairly well so far.
Absolutely, nothing dangerous there. A bit of an opportunity in the slot for the Carabin at the end of that one, but great work by the Carleton forwards again. This time it's Byrne doing the work up top, but not giving the Carabin anything easy, making them have to force pucks into the middle, and they're not getting quality shots from there.
Aoife Maffey looking to get to it, but it's kept alive by Montreal. And they'll look to work it in. Fontaine, middle point, top unit back out there. Near side shot, takes a deflection on the way through and just trickles wide. Great opportunity there for Montreal. As it's kept alive by Montreal, they'll look to work it to Fontaine at the line. Feed cross ice, walking in, that shot, takes a bounce on the way through. Whitehead sees it, covers it, and holds on. Face-off coming in the offensive zone for Montreal. 12 seconds left to go in the Carleton penalty.
You said she saw it. It might have been late, but Caitlin Whitehead saw enough of it to get a piece of it. The rebound did bobble around afterwards, but really good traffic from Montreal, who are having to find a new way to get pucks on net and a new way to create opportunities here.
Face-off partially won by Montreal, but it's sent down the ice by the Ravens. And with 4 seconds left, that should just about do it for the penalty. It will. With Hayden Cerniak rejoining the fray, we're back to 5-on-5. Quickly back the other way. Pelletier walking in, tries that shot, save, rebound. Came towards that far side, sent down the ice by Carleton. It's going to roll but die right before the line, so icing is waved off, and the Ravens will get some much-needed defensive changes in. With Montreal looking to break out. Good forecheck. Misner able to win that one back. Convergence of blue sweaters on her, but it's quickly turned over once again. That play towards the front of the goal, but Racine able to steer that one away with her right pad, and Montreal out back the other way. Trying to carry it up that far side is Lelouch, able to play it in deep towards the near corner. Beard trying to work it loose. Cerniak as well. Cardin comes in for support from the line, and she'll get it in the neutral zone. Feeds it towards the far side for Faubert, crosses the line and enters. Faubert going to work on McDonald, drop that one back off. They still battle for it back of the goal, and McDonald will work it loose towards Ava Beck. Beck in the middle for Lopez, kicks that one into the offensive zone. She'll give chase. Beck looking to get that one in support, picked off, and Beck looking to get a backhand shot away. Backhand shot is taken, but shut down there by Racine. Collected on this near side by the Carabin, played as far as the line, but held in there by LeMay. Steers that one around. Mira Ryan giving chase. Ava Beck in there as well. 2:38 left to go here in the first. Still scoreless from the Ice House. Worked loose towards this near side. Montreal looking to get out towards center. They will, as that puck's shot down the ice. And Whitehead, watch out. The bounce took a funky one off of the dasher there, but Ravens are able to escape and get out towards center. Sydney Berta looking for it. Picked off, though, there by Poirelou. She'll cycle back. Loses an edge a little bit there, but escapes with no harm done. Now Lainey Guimont hardened on the forecheck, looking to work it loose. Play towards the far side. Miller stepping up. Look to play that one in front. Takes a bounce towards the slot. Coming in with that shot is Lengel. Couldn't get good wood on that one, and it's collected by Montreal back in their own end. Less than 2 to go here in the first period as the puck's played towards the near side. Lengel up for Berta. Bouncing puck, finding it is Aoife Mahaffey. Mahaffey, backhand feed along that far side. Miller comes in and swats at that one. Takes a bounce back of the goal, and Montreal will look to break out. Roland dropped that one off. It comes out towards the neutral zone, and Aoife Mahaffey able to collect it with the Ravens making changes. Fed towards that far side with McDonald stepping up. Drops that one back off. Berta tries that shot, save, rebound in front. That shot put through there by Coyle. Just went wide. Good opportunity there for the Ravens.
Another really strong rebound opportunity for the Ravens, but they're just unable to win that battle. The Montreal D looking very strong in front of their own net, really holding Carleton off on those rebound opportunities.
Absolutely. We'll see if they can pounce on one, though, Carleton, as this one goes along. As Montreal work their way into the offensive zone. Looking to get to it is Lefebvre. They battle for it at the Carleton line. Now it comes out towards the neutral zone where it's collected by Pouliot. Pouliot met with pressure from Cerniak. Almost had a break going back the other way. Fontaine, though, steps up for Montreal. Work towards the middle. Looking for it is Lefebvre in the high slot, but it's collected. A convergence of sticks came together on her. And back the other way with it is Anya Misner. Misner tries that shot, gloved down by Racine. She'll hold on to that one. 40 seconds left to go here in the first.
A lot of back and forth action. I'll step in and give you a breather. The Ravens have really found some confidence in the offensive zone. This is not the same team we saw last weekend against Concordia and McGill. Pressing, putting low pucks on net, generating rebounds. Next thing to do is going to be to get that body position on those rebounds and see what comes.
Absolutely. As the faceoff is won back by the Ravens, Beck trying that shot. Took a bounce on the way through, easily directed aside by Racine. Now they'll battle for it in the left corner. Looked to work that loose was Cardin, kept alive by LeMay. Beck trails back for it up against Cardin. Faubert, that is, coming in for support. Beard pinching in to try and make a play there as Abigail Byrne collects it, feeds Beck. Nice move towards Beck. She'll look to work her way loose, drops it off towards space at the line. Larkin tries that shot, blocked in front, rebound sits there. That shot stopped by Racine, as it was Misner who may have not gotten everything on that shot. At the line, she'll look to hold it in But that will do it for period number 1. Good late push there from the Ravens, just unable to find the back of the net.
Everything you could ask for Carleton. Couple chances late in the period, and we'll be back to talk about it in a few minutes.
Absolutely. We'll take a quick break, end of the first. We'll come back for the intermission report in just a moment. All 4 games so far for Carleton, looking to pick up her first win of the year. Justina. Welcome back to the Ice House here at Carleton University. Jackson Starr joined alongside Jeremy Whalen. 0-0 after period 1 here at the Ice House between the Carabin and the Ravens. And for the Ravens, solid period, back and forth, 5-on-5 play. They were able to get pressure in the offensive zone. They look a lot better than they did last weekend.
Yeah, there's never any moral victories in the standings, but if you're the Carleton Ravens after the weekend they had, that's exactly where you want to be. You're creating opportunities, you're playing well defensively. The next step here is to turn some of those opportunities, some of those good zone times, into a goal. That's something that's been missing for 3 games now. It feels like it's close, the habits are there, but it's going to just take that little bounce. We saw right at the end of the period, a great rebound off the pads, but the forwards are just a little too tight to the goaltender to get that rebound, and Carleton's still sitting here scoreless after yet another period.
Absolutely. We'll see what they can do. And as for the goaltenders, on both sides, fairly solid from Racine and Whitehead so far.
Yeah, this is one. We've got 24 shots in the first period of this game, and both goaltenders up to the task. If there's no traffic in front of them tonight, they've been really solid, making those saves, controlling those rebounds. It's going to take something of a second opportunity, a deflection, traffic in front, if either of these teams are going to find some success in the second period.
Absolutely. And as for the Ravens, they've struggled in second periods this season. It's been a real trying time for them. What do they have to do in the second to try and work around those issues?
Yeah, the second period can always be a bit more troubling. You're trying to come in the long change. You're trying to do some things. And for a young team like Carleton, they got to be smart. They got to get pucks in deep. They got to get changes when they can. And as you mentioned during the first period, they have to avoid those times where they get hemmed in. The more they can get pucks out quickly, use that speed, get on the attack, spend some time in the offensive zone, the easier it's going to be for them to stay fresh and keep attacking as that second period goes on.
Absolutely. We'll see if they can do so. Still scoreless at the Ice House. After period 1, we'll be right back for second period action from the Ice House.
Stevie, we'll go over the lineup for our audience just as soon as Jesse's finished.
I am a raven. I am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable.
And does earn
I am
yet
a
another
competitor
playoff
who will
start.
defend
Danny
my
was unlucky.
territory.
He did have a couple of good chances and unfortunately shot one at the goalkeeper, and he's certainly busy in the first part of the match.
raven. I am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory. Raven. I am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory. Raven. I am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory. Raven. I am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory. a raven. I am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory. Raven. I am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory. Raven. I am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory. Raven. I am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory.
Welcome back to the Ice House here at Carleton University. Jackson Starr joined alongside Jeremy Whalen. We're set for second period action between the Ravens and the Montreal Carabins. Still scoreless at the Ice House. And a solid first for Carleton. We've highlighted that. They're actually winning 14-10 in shots going into the second period. They got to keep that going here in the second.
They absolutely do. As we talked about at the intermission, there's no moral victories in the standings, so they do need to get some offense going here. But you can feel a little bit better if you're Carleton. You're getting chances, you're getting opportunities, you're testing the goaltender in the other end, and obviously you're up against a tough one. You got to be ready to go every chance here, but so far so good. They do need to stay out of the box. We didn't touch on that much at the intermission. Yeah. This is a team who getting ready for a long month on the road, including the Carleton Classic. They got to be better defensively, and they got to stay out of the box.
Absolutely. As the faceoff is won back by Montreal. Of note, the Ravens will kick off a 7-game road trip, including the Carleton Classic, as you mentioned, as that puck shot in on Racine. Steered back of the goal. Ravens trying to get Harden on the forecheck. Collected, though, by Nadeau, who backhands that one towards Faubert. Etier feeds that one out towards center. And Boulanger able to advance it forward, but it's Hayden Cerniak back onto it for Carleton. Off the boards towards the Montreal line. Swiveling around there is Laforge. She took a tumble, but it comes towards the Carleton line nonetheless, where Coyle's able to backhand that one in. Nadeau back in her own end. Feed towards that far side. Montreal looking to break out. Back onto the stick of Kellyanne Nadeau. Out towards Boulanger, one-on-one, tries that shot. Blocked in front there, and it goes towards Coyle on the far side. Coyle trying to feed Moret behind her. Jenna Moret still looking to collect it on her knees, though, and it's shot back in deep there by Justine Larkin. She'll go off for a change, with Fontaine regrouping back in her own end. A little over a minute having elapsed here in the second. Pouliot near side, trying to win a puck battle against McDonald. Pouliot coming away with it, tried that shot, misses wide. Montreal looking to keep it alive. It's backhanded towards the back of the goal. Pouliot still onto it. Far side, it comes loose towards Garon, near line. That shot on goal, blocked in front. Nice block as Lopez may have gotten in the lane. Backhand towards the line, held there momentarily by Fontaine. Kept alive by Garon. Backhand feed towards the front, kicked away there by Whitehead. Rebound for Fontaine. Looks to maintain possession as Pouliot comes in for support. It's Fontaine again. Back for Pouliot. Defended there by McDonald. They'll still look to work it loose, but pinning it there on that far side was McDonald. It finally comes onto a Ravens stick, and they'll work it out towards center as Beck's able to advance it, and now Montreal sending it in deep with the Carabin making changes. It's Whitehead who's able to wrap that one towards the near side.
Both teams have had a minute so far. Carleton had a really good first minute, got 2 changes in, and all of a sudden they're hemmed in now. It's Montreal who's changed twice, and that's going to be the story in the second period. Who can manage the change and manage that long change?
Lopez tries that shot from distance, hits the glass, and now Aoife Mahaffey, Harden on the forecheck, puts that one in front. Guimont on the near side tries that shot, but was fended off. Mahaffey jumping in as well, so she'll look to keep it alive. Collected there, though, by Cardin. She'll work it out towards that far side. Out towards center with it is Poirelou. She'll skate it in up against Kate Lingel. Both teams making changes with Montreal getting in on the forecheck. Collected there by Miller, and Miller will skate it outside her line. Plays it out towards center. Off the boards, trying to pick out Justina Beard. Met there immediately, though, by Laforge. Laforge fending off Guimont there with Beard coming in on it. It's Berta who picks it up. Berta walking in, tried that shot. Fanned on Guimont, turns and fires. She missed wide. Daphne Lemay, feed for Larkin at the line. Larkin goes off the boards, back for Lemay. Coming in on it is Juliette Roland. Played to the line, held in there. Lemay walks it and fires. Blocked in front, rebound, sits there for a moment. But hopping onto it is Racine who's able to cover. But as you mentioned, a couple good shifts so far early in the second for Carleton.
Yeah, we're starting to see their lineup getting rotated through. Carleton's getting some opportunities here, and the defense jumping up, creating chances. So now we take a quick look at what the Ravens are able to do. They got some line changes in. They've got a stick still caught in the end boards. The linesman will go fish that out, but might actually need to open the door to get this one out without breaking it. It's tight.
Stuck into the Zamboni door over there in the corner. The linesman ferociously trying to get it out. He finally does. But took some effort.
There's a $300 wedge in that door, and we're going to have to be careful, making sure it's good to go.
Absolutely. They're checking it now on the bench as the faceoff's won back by the Ravens. Larkin near side walks in and fires. Blocker to side there by Racine with traffic on the way through. Looking to get it in the corner is Cerniak, but it's collected by Montreal. They'll look to work it to the line. Larkin holds it there, tried to feed it towards Cerniak, but Montreal able to get to it, play it out towards center, and force it in deep. Giving chase there is Justine Pelletier. Defended by Larkin. Cerniak backhand feed cut off by Pelletier. And it's LeMay who's able to steer it off the boards and out towards center. Gervais misses that one. It goes down the ice. Cerniak giving chase. Late in the shift is Hayden Cerniak. Both of her line mates veered off for changes. She'll now turn and head towards the bench with Montreal looking to break out in the neutral zone. Abby Byrne tried to feed that one cross ice, cut off. Back for McDonald. And now onto the stick of Gervais. Swings it for Fontaine. Out towards center, down the ice. Icing is going to be waved off. Giving chase there is Laloche. Up against McDonald. Laloche with her teammates changing. Look to work it loose, but it's McDonald who's able to steer it out towards center. Etier look to play that one in. Takes a bounce off of a skate and out of play. Stopping play, 15:39 left to go here in the second.
The Ravens looked like they were building some momentum through the neutral zone, and then it was one attempt, maybe too far on the stretch pass for Drapik, that turned that one over. This is the period we're talking about. You really got to own the neutral zone, not give up any rushes, and for Carleton, it's all about how you control that puck, control transition.
As Boulanger looked to win that draw and go into the offensive zone, but it comes out towards neutral ice where Faubert shoots it right back in. Whitehead steers that one around the boards. Beck looked to play that one ahead. Carleton looking to break out. Bouncing puck, though, cut off. And that cross-ice pass evades anyone on that near side. Intended receiver was Etier, who's able to get onto it now. Drops it back off for Boulanger. Captain for Montreal. Off towards the near line. That shot from Cardin misses wide off a skate. Puck bounced towards the front, collected by Lopez, who's just going to float that one out towards center and down the ice. Icing is going to be waved off.
Really nice flip out by Lopez. That one just curled to the goal line like it was heading to the button.
Yeah, definitely a nice flip. Negating the icing. Ravens will get changes after that as the puck's played back in deep by Carleton. Justine Larkin pinching in, giving chase, with Faubert looking to work it loose. Cardin feed to the near side. Larkin will have to come to the neutral zone to collect it. And now she'll steer it back in. Ravens will tag up. Played towards this near side. Aoife Mahaffey giving chase. Worked down the ice by Montreal. It's going to go just wide of the goal, and that's an icing against Montreal. 14:27 left to go in the second.
We've talked a fair bit today about what we've seen from the Carleton Ravens in transition, but a lot of it comes from the defense jumping up. We said last year it was a defense in transition. Nicole Hunter not in the lineup yet this season. Nicole McNeil moved on, but the youngsters really playing with flow, and it's really helping Carleton create chances. As Reese Cole-Ashbury's shot's blocked, and the rebound is too.
Another rebound in front, stopped, rebound just flutters wide of the post. Oh, a great opportunity for the Ravens right there, as it was Berta and Guimont in the middle. Set up off a nice opportunity from the D at the line. Aoife Mahaffey played it towards the front for Guimont, cut off and sent towards the line. Reese Cole-Ashbury able to get to it, steers it in deep, but what a chance for the Ravens right there. Their best of the game, misses by just a couple inches.
That's what Carleton's going to have to keep doing, getting traffic, and now they give one up in transition the other way.
Yeah, nice shot there from Laloche, but well defended by the Ravens overall. Puck steered back in deep. Montreal will have to tag up. That gives McDonald some time to regroup in her own end. She'll look to skate it out, feeds it cross ice to the far side for Beard. Justina Beard puts that one on goal, kicked aside there by Racine. Misner giving chase, looking to break out on the Carabin. It's played down the ice towards center and into Carleton territory where Caitlin Gell gets to it. Off the glass and out towards center. Cerniak forwards it towards the Montreal line where it's Faubert who's able to collect. Faubert wrapping her way around the goal. Apologies, that's Laforge skating through the neutral zone. Laforge working her way back to the goal, good speed. Now on that far side, she'll drop it back off. On that far side, now Poirier-Leroux tries to swing that one towards the near side. It goes off a skate and out towards center. And there to collect it is Moreau. Nadeau. In the middle, Laforge trying to dig for it as well. Poirier-Leroux trying to get back onto it. It's steered in deep by Jenna Moret. She'll give chase with Nadeau cycling back. Poirier-Leroux. Off the boards to the line, held there by Larkin, puts that one on goal, bouncing in the slot area, picked up though by Roland, and it's steered out towards center. Larkin able to get a stick on it momentarily, but now Roland stepping up. Back of the goal Coyle digging for it. Roland on the forecheck. Worked loose on that far side for Lefebvre. As the Ravens are able to get to it, steered out towards the neutral zone, takes a bounce off of an errant stick, and it's collected back in Montreal territory by Gervais.
That's the stick of a Forge at the blue line now. It was at the red line where she was in a collision in the neutral zone. Went to the bench favoring her arm, so we'll have to keep an eye on the Carabins bench for that one.
Now we'll see if they're going to be short a player or not. Hopefully she's okay. In the neutral zone, steered up this near side. Beck trying to catch up to it. Gervais able to play it to the far side, and Montreal activating up that right side. Garand tried to cut towards the middle. A couple of sticks converge on her, and Mira Ryan's able to steer it outside the line. She'll give chase, but getting back onto it there is Audrey Gervais. Nice move in her own zone, steered towards the middle, picking it up there. Onside, that shot from Justine Pelletier misses wide.
Montreal getting their opportunities on the change here, getting in behind the Carleton D in transition, something they're going to have to be aware of as they're trying to get up the ice to change themselves.
And you don't want to get caught flat-footed at the line when you're making a change, especially in a close game. If you get caught with an odd man rush going the other way, that could be a real game-changing play. As the puck sent down the ice there by the Ravens, that is going to have enough legs for icing. And the faceoff will come back in Carleton territory. 11:14 left to go in the second. Good open start to the second period and a good pace so far in the middle frame.
Really good pace from both teams as the noise picks up from the Montreal bench again. Carleton has created offense, they've created pressure here, really moving up and down the ice. And something that we're going to have to keep an eye on is whether or not they can stay defensively responsible in transition while still managing this play.
As the faceoff is won back by the Ravens in their own end, Mira Ryan drops it back off for McDonald. Played up that far side at center, looking to get to it were the Ravens, but it's picked up by Montreal with numbers back the other way. That shot fought off by Whitehead. Rebound at the line, walking in is Cardin with that shot, stopped by Whitehead. She looks behind her for a moment, but is able to pounce on it and gobble up any chance for a rebound. A couple solid saves from the Ravens netminder. First real time that she's been tested here in the second.
You're absolutely right. Caitlin Whitehead hadn't been tested as much so far this period. Has been strong during the season to this point, but now going to be called on a couple times for Carleton and see how she can do.
Now we'll see if the Ravens can alleviate pressure here with the defensive zone draw. Face-off, though, collected by Kate Lengel. She'll look to skate her way out of pressure. Feed up that far side, turned over, though. And now back behind the goal, going after it is Garand. Digging for it, but it's swatted out towards center as Berta able to feed Guimont. Plays that one in. Racine with oncoming pressure coming onto her. She'll take the whistle, and a face-off coming in the offensive zone for Carleton.
Yeah, Carleton's offense is going to have to be important. You mentioned it's a long road trip coming up over the next few weeks, which does include a couple local games. They'll play U-Ottawa tomorrow night. They'll play U-Ottawa again on November 19th in the annual Colonel By Classic at TD Place. That one should be great, right ahead of the start of the PWHL.
As Johnny Garand comes in, but is fended off nicely there by Peyton Miller, who's playing a nice defensive game for herself. Peyton Miller tonight, as the puck comes out towards center. And the Carabins will look to enter the offensive zone. Dropped off towards Lefebvre in the middle. Met by Guimont, and it's Kate Lengel feeding up the far line. Nobody there. And at the line, it's held there. Feed towards its near side. Gervais tries that shot, takes a deflection on the way through, and just goes wide. Stepping up there is Nadeau. Played towards the middle. That shot is fought off again there by Whitehead. Rebound at the line. Gervais keeps it alive. Played towards the far side, but a little bit behind Nadeau, and it's steered back in deep by Montreal. Ravens will look to break out.
It was a really nice opportunity for the Carabins. The shot under the block of Berta and right on goal, but not enough to beat Whitehead, and they'll have to come back on the rush again.
As Faubert steered that one up ahead, icing is going to be waved off. Giving chase there is Etier. Faubert, the defender, jumping in behind the goal line, looking to bat that puck down. Still, she's able to stay on it in the offensive zone. Cerniak coming in for support for Carleton. At the line, it's Boulanger. Tries that shot. Traffic in front, and that one misses wide. Still battling for it there is Etier for Montreal. It's collected by Misner. She'll play it towards Cerniak. Played that one over towards Kate Lengel, and the defender steps up, puts that one right in on goal. Racine easily sticks that one aside. Misner going in hard on the forecheck. Cerniak trying to get there as well. It's worked out towards center by Boulanger, and she'll skate up that right side. Boulanger tried that shot, fanned on it. LeMay able to pick it up, tried to play it up and ahead, turned over. That shot kicked aside by Whitehead. Big save from the Ravens goaltender.
Really unlucky turnover that almost proved deadly. But again, Caitlin Whitehead the difference, standing tall in goal for the Ravens.
And an icing's going to be called against Carleton, so a faceoff will once again come back in Ravens territory. 8:44 left to go here in the second. Still scoreless between the Carabins and the Ravens. And it's been a good, open, high-paced second period here. Both teams looking to break the ice with the first goal in this one. Still haven't found it yet. Face-off won back by Montreal. They'll keep it alive in the offensive zone. Pelletier back of the goal. Wrapped around towards Quentin. At the line, that shot high and wide over the glove of Whitehead. And Montreal able to keep it alive in the offensive zone. Jenna Moret trying to come over towards it. Worked loose towards Justine Larkin. Feed towards that near side. Moret picks it up, crosses center, steers it in, icing waved off. Ava Beck giving chase on Nadeau. Nadeau able to work her way around pressure. Puck played back down the ice by the Carabin. Not going to have enough for icing as it goes right in on Whitehead, and in turn it's going to turn into an offensive zone draw for Montreal, so Ravens will have to try and break out again here.
Yeah, Carleton's gotten away from what's made them successful. It was short passes, it was on the tape, and now we're seeing the stretch work its way in a little bit, and things just aren't clicking the same way they were for the Ravens. We'll see if they can tighten up a little bit as Montreal starts to lean on their veterans a little bit. The bench is a little shorter, as we mentioned. LaForge has not returned yet, so we'll see what Carleton can do to maybe tighten up a little defensively, tighten up those breakouts, and start to get going in transition.
Absolutely. The official having a conversation with both benches, so a little bit of breathing time for the players on the ice for Carleton after the icing. And still a delay here. Looks like they're going to rejig the clock a little bit. 8:07 on the clock. And we're set for an offensive zone draw for Montreal. Puck bounces in the air. Carleton looking to work their way out towards center with Lopez getting to it. Plays that one up and ahead. Beck giving chase. Icing is going to be waved off, with Beck once again giving chase for Carleton. 4 Carabin converge there to pick up the puck. Working it out is Poirelou. Steered to the far side for Roland. Roland trying to go to work on that far side. Up against Reese Cole Ashbury. Roland trying to stay onto it. Feeding for Faubert at this near line. Collected though by the Ravens. They'll break out and just force it out to center. In fact, they'll look to get changes. Mira Ryan, the lone forechecker for Carleton. Play towards that far side. Poirelou holds onto it. Makes a move at the line. Looks to get back onto it. Berta in on that play, but it's Faubert who shoots that one into the offensive zone. Miller swings that one around towards Aoife Mahaffey.
Tough puck to handle in the half wall from Mahaffey.
Yeah.
That one coming, bouncing to her feet against her back.
She's able to get to it this time and work her way out towards center. Mahaffey defended there by Nadeau. Mahaffey trying to work it back of the goal, but collected by the Carabin. They'll play it out towards center. Good speed for Pouliot up that far side, coming in. Tried to go on the backhand. Fended off nicely there, though, by Miller once again. Now Pouliot in the high spot, walks in and fires, save, rebound, and a big save on the rebound by Whitehead. Able to stretch out her left leg and make that stop. Huge save by the Ravens netminder. Puck kept in still by the Carabin.
Absolutely fantastic saves by Whitehead. Not one, but flashing the pad twice. Really standing in there and doing everything she can to help the Ravens, who are hemmed in their zone again right now.
A couple of huge saves, as you mentioned. Puck comes outside the line, and therefore it is Nadeau looking to skate into the offensive zone. Good pace up that right side. Carleton with tired bodies out there right now. Collected, though, by Justina Beard. She'll look to work it out towards center. Misner able to collect it. Trying to play it in deep, she will. And Racine will settle things down. 6:06 left to go here in the second. Still scoreless from the Ice House. Both teams with a number of chances in this one, but it's been the Carabin pushing as of late. Nadeau back in her own end. Play towards that far side, looking to get out. Larkin trying to meet it there, able to stick that one into the corner. Cerniak trying to dig after it. Collected, though, by Kellyanne Nadeau. Wrapped towards the near side. Kept alive momentarily by Reese Cole Ashbury. Worked out towards center, though, and Boulanger is able to feed it for Pouliot. Pouliot comes in and fires, takes a deflection again on the way through off of a Raven and goes just wide. Boulanger able to keep it alive. That shot blocked in front. Rebound bounces in front. Just missed wide there by Etier. And pouncing on the rebound there is Whitehead, who's able to scramble over and make it. But maybe the best chance of the game right there for the Carabin. Just missing wide was Etier.
We've seen back-to-back really strong opportunities for Montreal right now. That time, it's not Whitehead who makes the save. Maybe in the heads a little bit. Etier looked like she was trying to raise that puck, fanned on it just a little, enough to get it past the Whitehead, but past the goal and off the end wall, and the Carleton goaltender pounced on it for that face-off.
Face-off won back by the Ravens. They'll look to break out. Final 5 minutes here, the second period. Key moment in the game right here if the Ravens are able to get to the dressing room with the Carabin pushing as Beck comes in, stops up, took the play, that one in front, bouncing just wide there off the stick of Lengel, who jumped in on the rush. Puck comes down the ice with Miller having a trail back for it. She'll backhand that one towards the far side. Great chance off the rush there, though, by the Ravens. Batted down with a high stick, kept alive by Carleton. And now the whistle goes.
For that high stick. That was maybe not the quickest whistle, but the right call, and nobody's arguing with it at all. But for the Carleton Ravens, we talked all night about the D and the rush, and Kate Langell is inches away from giving Carleton the lead with that one. Another great opportunity is the young D-Corps showing their speed and their versatility, jumping up in the rush, and oh boy, was that a close one.
Very close on that right side of the goal. Racine had to slide. And again, Racine's really a strong goaltender. You got to get her moving if you can, or get traffic in front, and the Ravens are trying to do that so far. As Larkin carries in, looks to play that one up and ahead, takes a bounce off a skate, or a stick, I should say. Jenna Moret looking to work it loose. It comes towards the line. Maffey standing in for the pinching in Justine Larkin. LeMay getting over there, played it loose into space. Carleton looking to get back onto it. They battle for it in the neutral zone, but it's picked up by Montreal. That shot fanned on, comes back towards the stick of Fontaine, who just put that one high and wide. And now the Ravens in transition looking to break out. LeMay steers that one up the ice. That's going to be icing called against Carleton, so defensive zone draw with 4:21 left to go in the second. Real key point in the game here, late in the second. If the team can find if one of these two teams can find a goal, that's a real key one so far.
It is a key one, and the Ravens are going to try and slow things down getting back for this one. They thought they'd got the change in. They thought they'd got Beard out there to take the draw, but they don't. It's Mahaffey who will have to take this draw.
And the Carabin able to win it back at the line. Holding it in there is Cardin. Look to work into space. Backhand shot. Deflection, I should say, on towards Whitehead, who's able to get a much-needed whistle, and 5 new players hopping over the boards for Carleton.
That's one of those plays. You want something quick. If you're Carleton, Jenna Moret goes out to the point, misses her lane, and thankfully for her, a bit of a fan-low shot, easy to handle for Whitehead.
Another defensive zone draw for Carleton. They'll win this one back with Reese Cole-Ashbury getting to it, plays it off the glass and down the ice. Icing's going to be waved off. Linesman deemed that in the neutral zone it was Nadeau who got a touch on it. That one's going to be batted down with a high stick because of it, and an offensive zone draw for Carleton coming up. A little bit of a finicky little play there, but it works out in Carleton's favor with an offensive zone draw.
Yeah, the Ravens have done well in the face-off circle today, especially Beard, as this draw is pointed to the right, will come to the left, but we'll see what they can do. Obviously, this D pairing that's out here, McDonald and Cole-Ashbury, has been quite impressive in the offensive zone, so see what they have drawn up on this one.
Face-off, though, one back by Montreal. They'll look to break out with Misner roaming in on the forecheck. Still, they battle for it. A few sticks converge there for Montreal. Worked loose towards Poirelou. Stepping up there is Reese Cole-Ashbury and Cerniak. Play towards the middle. Misner trying to bat down a bouncing puck. It comes loose and towards the slot. Cerniak will dig for it in the corner. Misner on it as well. Still Cerniak digging for it, though. Comes to the line and out towards center with McDonald able to hold it there. Beard got in the way of that dump in. Comes back towards the neutral zone. McDonald fanned on that dump in attempt. It's picked up by Faubert, who floats that one into Carleton territory. Batted down with another high stick there by Reese Cole-Ashbury, and that's going to draw another whistle. So a defensive zone draw coming for Carleton.
It was one of those shifts. I think it doesn't really matter if you're the Ravens how you got the whistle. It didn't end up in too much danger yet. You do have to win this defensive zone draw, but 3 turnovers in the neutral zone in about 8 seconds that all thankfully turned into nothing.
As the faceoff's one back, Pouliot to the backhand, stopped by Whitehead. Quick playoff faceoff, and Whitehead standing strong on a tough backhand.
Pouliot gets around a defender who goes down and shows some nice hands and patience to wait till she's right in front, but couldn't get around the big goaltender.
Face-off one back by Montreal. They'll look to set up in the offensive zone. Stepping up is Fontaine. In the middle, that shot swatted aside by Whitehead. Rebound put back towards the front. Whitehead able to shoulder that one aside. Played out towards the line, touched up by Montreal, and it looks like the Ravens will have their first power play opportunity of the game.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit tied up in front with the defender, and Lefebvre threw a punch through a cross-check, maybe trying to get the loose puck. We're calling hit to the head, unless it was a stick making contact with Whitehead, but nonetheless, the Ravens will get their first power play, and we saw good things from the power play last weekend, and obviously with the confidence they're building here on offense, as Misner jumps on here as the 5th player for this power play, we'll see what kind of attack they have.
Ravens looking to get it off the draw. Lopez with Miller stepping in here on this near side. And Lopez gets back towards it, drops that one back off for Moret, back for Miller. Miller with pressure from Boulanger. Looks to work it loose. Lopez comes in as well, wrapped around there on that far side by Nadeau. There to meet it though is Moret. She'll drop that one back off and the Ravens will set up. Near side Lopez walks in and fires, takes a deflection in front, stopped, and it's sent down the ice by the Carabin. Lopez with all kinds of space and time there, just couldn't get that one to go.
Really unfortunate on that one too. Looked like the opportunity. Miller jumped in for the rebound and the Carabin player was just in the right spot to clear it right away.
Ravens looking to keep it alive. It's played back of the goal. Faubert gets to it though. She'll play that one out. It takes a deflection off of Lainey Guimond's helmet. Thankfully she's okay. And Lopez able to get back onto it and feed Kate Lengel. Nice move at the line. She'll work her way in. Lengel carries up that far side. Now skates around into space on the left side and works it back towards Hayden Cerniak. Cerniak goes down low. Beard back up top. Lengel had that one bounce on her and it comes outside the line. Nice setup for Kate Lengel, but it comes off her stick out towards center. Ravens will have to restart. 43 left in the power play.
We've seen good patience from the Ravens through the neutral zone into the offensive zone, not rushing things. That one to the middle maybe quickly as I said that, but not rushing things and being able to set up and look dangerous here on the power play.
On this near side, Beard trying to win it back. It's Cerniak who steers that one down low. Guimond goes back for Miller. Miller walks in, tries that shot, glove down by Racine. Gotta like that look, why not? For it fired on goal, Racine sees it and is able to glove it down.
Really easy save for Racine, no traffic in front. The traffic moved its way off to her blocker side. Looked right away like there was no top threat. Moret was there and ready to go, but they walked down Main Street. High glove save, easy for the Montreal goaltender.
And the faceoff will be retaken here with the second unit back out there, so a lot of rotations happening on this power play. 17 seconds left. Ravens will win the draw. Miller off for Kate Lengel. Goes towards Lopez near side. Lopez puts that one on goal, takes a deflection as Mira Ryan got in the way of that one. And now Lopez with space to walk in. She'll try that shot. Rebound fluttering to the side. They still battle for it. Back for Lopez who walks in and fires. Blocked in front. Looking to get to it is Miller. They still battle for it. Back for Lopez who shoots. Blocked in front there as it hit Ryan on the way through. And Lopez still on it. Lopez trying to tuck that one home. They battle for it in front. Moret scores! Jenna Moret, final minute of the second, late in the power play. The Ravens finally break through and take the 1-0 lead.
That won't go down as a power play goal, but that whole sequence was the power play. Really strong puck movement, hard shots on net. For Mira Ryan, she eats one in front of the net, blocks her own teammate's opportunity, but Carleton stays consistent, stays persistent, and they're able to throw a couple on net, and now with 54 seconds to go in the second, they have the lead.
Big goal for Jenna Moret, her first of the year. One of the players still in the lineup after a couple of trying seasons for Carleton, and she gets a big goal for Carleton late. As we're now back to 5-on-5 as the penalty, as you mentioned, just came to an end. As the puck's played back in deep by Carleton. Fans into it here at the Ice House as it's picked up by the Carabin. Turned over though. Aoife Mahaffey coming loose, tries that shot. Went off a stick just wide. Hayden Cerniak cuts back, looks for support. Drops that one off for Aoife Mahaffey. Mahaffey works her way into space. It comes loose for Beard, who turns and fires, and it may have gone off of Racine just wide. Cerniak into the slot area for Mahaffey. Back at the line for LeMay. Puts that one on goal, blocked in front, as that was Etier who got in the way of that shot, but a great follow-up shift for the Ravens with a couple strong opportunities. And now they're going to go to the box, though, a tripping penalty against Aoife Mahaffey with 1 second left on the clock here in the second. An unfortunate late penalty to take.
Really unfortunate late penalty, really a nothing play, not much of a chance of a threat. But unfortunately for Aoife Mahaffey, bouncing puck, took a swing at it, took a second swing a bit late. And that's a trip in any book. And now we see Obracine heading to the bench as Montreal looks to get 6 out here for this 2-second face-off, really, 1.7 on the clock.
Yeah, it's a judgment of how much time do you need or have, and with 1.7 left on the clock, Racine to the bench, so 6 skaters against 4 for less than 2 seconds here. Face-off one back, or tied up that is, by the Ravens, and that will do it for the second. As the Ravens able to get a late goal to make it a 1-0 game, Jenna Moret with it, but they'll have to kill off an early power play coming from Montreal in the third. As we'll take a break and be right back with the intermission report.
intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory.
Welcome back to the Ice House here at Carleton University. Jackson Starr joined alongside Jeremy Whalen, and the Ravens up 1-0 after 40 minutes of play, and they're able to get a late goal, a big late goal at the tail end, or just as the power play came to an end. And for Carleton, really under pressure as that second period went on, but able to get that late goal to give themselves a 1-0 lead.
That's got to bring a ton of confidence to the Carleton room. They did what they needed to do in terms of creating opportunities. They generate a power play, and they go out on that power play and they strike quickly. They move the puck around. They actually go 2 units deep. It's Cecilia Lopez getting some shots off the half wall to create some opportunities. And for the Ravens, they get what they've been waiting for way too long, and that's an offensive goal. It feels like ages ago that we talked about a Ravens goal, but they do everything they need to. Good puck movement, good shot on net, multiple rebound opportunities, and suddenly they're up 1-0 after 2.
Absolutely, and we'll see what they can bring into the third. You're up by a goal, have to expect a good push coming from Montreal.
Yeah, this isn't the same Montreal team who hosted the National Championship Tournament last year, but they're still incredibly strong. And if you're the Carleton Ravens, you have to be prepared for pushback. There's a lot of players who played on a really big stage last season here in the RSEQ, played in the RSEQ finals against Concordia, and you know they're going to be ready for this third period. So for Carleton, it's going to be what made them successful through 40 minutes, short shifts, really good defensive effort, being cautious with the puck in the neutral zone, because Montreal's not going away.
Absolutely, and as for Caitlin Whitehead, we spoke about her at the first intermission, standing strong with some huge saves there for Carleton in that second.
Yeah, Whitehead has been the goaltender for the Ravens this year and has definitely been the goaltender tonight. A beautiful 2 kick saves in a row sequence followed by another diving opportunity, but when the Ravens have needed her, she's been there. Not all 22 chances have been huge scoring chances, but really strong performance so far, and Carleton's going to need her. They're going to need to play well in front of her, but they're definitely going to need her here in the third period.
Absolutely. We'll see what they can do in the third. Up by 1 after 40 minutes of play. We'll take a break and be right back with third period action here from the Ice House.
Raven. I am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory. Raven. I am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory. am intelligent and creative. I am bold and determined. I rely on teamwork, and I am accountable. I am a competitor who will defend my territory.
Welcome back to the Ice House here at Carleton University. 1-0 the Ravens lead over the Montreal Carabins. Final 20 minutes here. The Ravens are going to have to kill off an early Montreal power play. Carabins obviously yet to find the score sheet on the power play, but they have pressured so far in this one.
They have had really good pressure on the power play, and it's going to be important for the Ravens here, who have created chances for themselves shorthanded, not to get ahead of themselves. It is 1-0 Carleton. They do have the opportunity here with a good kill to build a little bit more momentum after that goal with only 54 seconds to go in the second. But they've got to be patient. They got to know when it's okay to jump. They got to know when they can make their move here, because this is still a veteran Carabins team that was in the Final 8 tournament last season.
Yeah, absolutely. And as for the Ravens, on the other side of that, a very young team that hasn't played with the lead very much in the season so far. So we'll see how they defend that lead going into the third.
Gonna need to lead on the veterans here if you're Carleton. Justina Beard out to take the draw. We talked a little bit earlier about Cecilia Lopez, Sydney Berta. On the blue line, not really a lot of veterans, so it's going to be up to Larkin, Langille, Reese Cole-Ashbury to really help guide this one home. Big penalty kill to start the final 20, though.
Absolutely, as the face-off at center ice is set. Beard going up against Pelletier. And it's the Carabins who's sticking in deep, looking to get in on the forecheck on the power play. Fontaine, far line, drops that one back off. Nobody there for Montreal. Played out towards center by Miller, and it's picked up there by the Carabins. On this near side, Garand look to play towards the middle, back onto the stick though of Miller, and she'll send that one all the way down into Montreal territory. Ravens with quick changes.
Really difficult job to come out of the intermission and start with a power play. Montreal looked like they'd done well. They gained the zone, and quickly Miller relieved pressure for Carleton, and now back into their own zone.
Garand getting in on the forecheck for Montreal. Back off for Nadeau. Swings it cross ice. One-time shot there from Fontaine. Sit to the side for a moment. Steered towards Nadeau, who walks in and fires. Blocked in front. Nadeau looking to get back onto it, but it's picked up there by Larkin, who sends it down the ice. And the Ravens again changing all 4 players, with Montreal trying to quickly advance.
A little bit of chaos at the Carleton bench. The last 2 players get on late. Luckily, Montreal changed as well.
Has a good chance in at the front of the goal there. Picked up, though, by Larkin, and she'll send it out towards the neutral zone. But a good chance for Montreal there. 44 seconds left to go here in the Carabin power play. Farelu working her way back into her own zone. And the speedy forward working her way through the neutral zone. Into the offensive zone, trying to cut towards the goal, taken down there by Miller. Worked loose by the Ravens. Cerniak trying to dig for it, but it comes loose. Kept alive on this near side as Lalos drops it back off. Faubert tries that shot, missed high and wide. Rebound on that near side, put on goal, stopped by Whitehead, and she'll pounce on that one. And a nice attempt on the rebound off the glass, but nothing doing for Montreal.
A little bit different of a power play from Montreal, not looking to this near side, looking to the middle, looking to the top point. And even with Etier in front, who's not a huge body, not a very tall skater, getting a little more traffic in front of Whitehead than we've seen so far tonight.
As the faceoff's tied up, Ravens look to get to it. They will. And Daphne Lemay sends it the length of the ice. Oh, Racine unable to control that one. Only 5 seconds left to go here in the Montreal power play. They'll look to work it up quickly as Lefebvre tries to work it loose. Puck sent across towards the far side, open space, backhand shot, feathered just wide. Etier look to drop that one back off. Ravens looking to get back onto it. Aoife Mahaffey turns that one over, but the shot stopped. Rebound on that far side. Again, the shot stopped by Whitehead. Backhanded towards the line, holding it there is Faubert. Puts that one on goal, takes a bounce off a shin pad. Guimont able to play it out towards center for Justina Beard. And Beard's able to find Mahaffey. Into the offensive zone. Mahaffey tries that shot from a sharp angle, stopped by Racine. Ravens able to get changes, and we'll get an offensive zone draw here with 17:31 left to go here in the third.
This is the best case scenario for the Ravens. They start the third period on the penalty kill. They do a really good job killing it off, really well defensively. And then they get hemmed in, and it's Caitlin Whitehead with a couple big saves again.
Mira Ryan right off the draw, put that one on goal. May have stunned Racine, who's able to make a save. Puck center in front, that shot kicked aside by Racine again. A great chance for Cecilia Lopez in front, just couldn't get that one to go. Puck bounces in the slot, picked up there by the Carabin. They'll look to send it in deep, and will complete the dump in with Camille Dumas sending it in. Arm doesn't go up as it was Boulanger who took a spill back of the goal. McDonald works it loose towards Reese Cole-Ashbury. And Cole-Ashbury able to play it off of the boards out towards center, sent down the ice. Ravens will get changes with Montreal back in their own end and Nadeau starting back. Nadeau through the neutral zone up the left side, into the Carleton zone, that is. Boulanger near side. Played down low, puck centered in front, stick aside by Whitehead. They still battle for it. It comes towards the line where Faubert holds it in. With space, fires that one on goal, takes a deflection wide. Stepping up on that near side, Cardin trying to cut towards the goal. Bounces back towards the high slot, Garon. Off for Faubert. Faubert off for Cardin, puts that one on goal. It goes wide, comes back towards the front. Covered up there by Whitehead. Steady as she goes about her business, covering that one up. Offensive zone draw coming for Montreal.
Both goaltenders very busy so far tonight. It's Whitehead's turn again in the last few minutes here as Montreal has narrowed the shot count. One just dropped back off the board, but 30-26 the shot so far. Both goaltenders have been up to the task though.
As the faceoff is won back by the Carabin. Cardin looking to work her way in. Get picked up though by Lainey Guimont, trying to skate it outside the line. Cardin there to meet it though, and Aoife Mahaffey trying to do the same for Carleton. It comes loose towards Quentin. Played that one across in towards the slot. Pelletier coming up towards it, but a flurry of sticks converged on her, and Aoife Mahaffey able to advance that one. And now in Carabin territory, it's worked out towards this near side. Pelletier feeds it in for Garon, tries to work her way in, but a nice stick in the lane there from Larkin, able to block that attempt towards the goal, and the Ravens are able to play it into the offensive zone. Aoife Mahaffey forechecking. Montreal able to skate it out towards center. Good speed from Gervais. Gervais able to find Pelletier. Sticked aside, but Garon able to drop that one back off. Picked up and now 2-0. Ava Beck with Aoife Mahaffey. Beck in, puts that one on goal, stopped by Racine, and the rebound was there for a moment, but a big save from Aube Racine. Back with it, putting that one on goal is Beck. Stopped there by Racine, collected by Montreal, but a great chance there for Carleton.
Two left-handed shooters is probably the worst thing you can have on a 2-on-0. Neither Raven could really get into a good shooting position. She chose to hold and shoot. The rebound perfectly placed by Racine into the corner.
The Ravens a couple good opportunities this period. Lopez with the first, Ava Beck with that one. Still though, only a 1-0 lead for Carleton. 5 minutes having elapsed here in the third. Wrap to the far side where Joanie Garon able to play it down the ice over the stick of Roland. It's going to go down the ice and be icing against Montreal, so an offensive zone draw coming for Carleton. And a couple of skaters out on the ice for Montreal that may be a bit tired.
Yeah, that was a long shift for Montreal. They had the offense going, all gears coming down ice, pushing for that tie, and now they are going to call their timeout as well. So Carleton creating the opportunity that they needed to, playing with speed. They get in trouble in their own zone. Really good back check that goes underrated on that play. It was Lainey Guimont who came way back, helped break up that play. Ravens turn into a 2-on-0 the other way. And now with 14:49 to go, Montreal, who are down 1, have had to burn their timeout as they look exhausted at the end of what was a very, very long shift.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see if this timeout comes back to, using this timeout early comes back to hurt Montreal. Obviously, when you're pushing from behind late, you like using that timeout within 2-3 minutes of the game. So we'll see if this works out in their favor or not, with Carleton also drawing up a play here, so they're taking it to their advantage as well.
Yeah, the Ravens have been, as we talked about, quite strong on the face-off today. So we'll see what they're able to create on the draw here. It is Beard coming out again, arguably the Ravens' top face-off taker. Also has Ryan out there as they send both forwards to the wall for that draw.
Yeah, interesting setup on that face-off. Only one player at the line, but now Montreal able to come away with it, with Roland skating it through the neutral zone, finding Pelletier. Pelletier back for Roland, but past her stick. And it's Justina Beard who's able to play towards the neutral zone, but nobody there for Carleton. And coming loose with it on this near side is Nadeau with space, walks in, Nadeau feeds it across. Good stick there from Miller, able to thwart that attempt coming from Poirier-Leroux. And it's sent down the ice where it's collected by LaForge. LaForge back onto the ice after suffering a little bit of an injury in the second period, so good to see her back out there. And now Montreal looking to come away with it at their own line. Mira Ryan looking to meet it there. Feeds it off for Justine Larkin, the defender jumping up. And she'll individually play that one in deep. She'll now drop back with Daphne Lemay on the defensive side of things as well, with the Ravens pinching in. Looking for it there as Guimond wins it back. Feeds it cross ice. Lopez scores! Off a turnover, Cecilia Lopez gets the goal and gives the Ravens a 2-0 lead.
We had just finished talking about the work of Lainey Guimond, and she does it again, this time on the forecheck, breaks things up. And in her first game back after spending a weekend in France, Cecilia Lopez, no mistake getting it on the scoreboard.
What a release there from Lopez. We've highlighted that Racine, solid moving on her from side to side, but just beat on a clean shot right there.
Almost impossible. Goaltender going coast to coast. Smaller goaltender like Racine to cover that top corner on a shot that comes in with that much force. Almost impossible.
Puck played out towards the neutral zone. Misner trying to feed in the oncoming Justina Beard. McDonald batting that one down, collected though by the Carabin. Pouliot near side, walks in, puts that one on goal, stopped by Whitehead, rebound, comes for Cardin. Reese Colash were able to work that one back of the goal. Misner getting on towards it. Tried to drop it back off, but turned it over. Faubert from the line puts that one towards the front. Pouliot, puck bouncing there for a moment. It still sits in the blue, but it's collected by Misner. She'll send that one the length of the ice. And a good follow-up shift after conceding for Montreal, but the Ravens under pressure on that specific shift.
We've talked before about how Montreal are a veteran team. They come back with a veteran line and really come right back down the pipe at the Ravens, put everybody back on their heels. And this is what's going to test Carleton here. How can the young D-corps respond under all this pressure?
Montreal off the face-off, able to get possession. Puck thrown on goal, blocked in front. Boulanger turns and fires. Blocked in front. Whitehead able to stick it to the corner. Kept alive, though, by Montreal. Looking to work it loose there was Laloche. And it comes out towards center where Cerniak's able to backhand that one in. Ravens are able to complete partial changes, that is, getting 2 forwards and a new defensive unit out there. Lone forechecker in Jenna Moret still out there on the ice. Puck sent down the ice. That's going to be icing called against Montreal. So an offensive zone draw coming for Carleton. 12:40 left to go in the third. Key stages here for Carleton.
Absolutely. Carleton's got to take advantage of every opportunity here where they can force Montreal to ice it. Get that 10, 15 seconds off the clock. Get another offensive draw, and another one of the veterans, Mira Ryan, coming out to take this draw.
Yeah, first year for her with Carleton, but an experienced player as it comes out towards center where Miller is able to come onto it. Plays it far side towards Ryan. Ryan defended by the captain for the Carabin, Boulanger. Backhand feed towards the back of the goal. Ava Beck just couldn't get to that one, and it's collected by Montreal. They'll look to skate it out. Fontaine, the defender, stepping up. Head of speed through the neutral zone. Walks in, puts that one on goal. Blocker to side by Whitehead. Rebound comes back towards the front, but Whitehead able to pounce on that one. And Whitehead's rebound control has been very, very strong tonight as well.
Absolutely. Every opportunity here that Montreal has, there's not much of a second opportunity. Caitlin Whitehead finding rebounds off the end wall is that one. And Fontaine seems to be the one creating the most for Montreal. So Ravens will have to be aware every time she takes the ice.
Absolutely. As the faceoff's won back by Montreal. Poiré-Leroux, who scored 3 goals last season against the Carleton Ravens. 5 points in 5 games for her against Carleton. Look to play that one in, but it comes back out for Laforge in her defensive zone. Good forecheck in there from Aoife Mahaffey, and it generates a turnover as Sydney Berta drops that one off. Played towards the middle. Lady Guimont having to catch up to that one. As Guimont looking to work around the goal. Good stick in the lane there from Laforge. And now it's played out towards the line, but not out. Kept alive by Carleton momentarily. Guimont trying to get back onto it. Sydney Berta veering off for a change. She was in that area as well. And now back with it is Camille Dumont. Dumont up that left side. McDonald able to get back in on her. Daphne LeMay wrapped around towards the near side for the second goal scorer for Carleton and Cecilia Lopez. LeMay works her way out of the zone, feeds Guimont, directs that one in. Didn't cross center though, but icing is nonetheless waved off. With Montreal trailing back in their own end. Poiré-Leroux able to work it towards Roland. She'll look to skate out, met with a couple of sticks there from Beck and Reese Cole-Ashbury. Collected by Abigail Byrne. Backhands that one off the boards, picking out Ava Beck. Beck looked to play that one up and ahead. Cut off though and sent out towards center. Quick rush up the other way. Roland almost had a break going back in, but Beard's able to find Beck nonetheless. Beck, backhand feed, takes a bounce towards the far side. Miller comes onto it. Miller walks in, fanned on the shot though. Able to get it back and backhanded for Caitlin Gell. Off the boards, back down low. Moret feeds it in front. Ryan tried that one-touch shot, but it was blocked in front. Collected by Roland, and she'll skate it out towards center. Langell look to play that one up and ahead, takes a bounce back into Carleton territory, and Whitehead advances towards Miller. Miller floats that one out towards center. Beard trying to catch up to it as well as Mira Ryan. Montreal looking to break out. Pass goes past one of the Carabin, looking to get back onto it in the neutral zone now as Miller fanned on that one and a 3-on-1 back the other way. Garon up the far side. Garon takes that shot, stopped, rebound in front, picked up by the Ravens. They'll look to work it out with Mira Ryan able to play it towards the neutral zone. Pouliot trying to come onto it. Backhands that one intended for Garon, but collected by Miller. She'll just backhand. Ravens trying to get changes in here with Montreal corralling in their own end.
Really interesting decision by Garon on the 3-on-1, shooting high. Far side, yes, but high up to the shoulder of Whitehead. You're not going to beat Caitlin Whitehead very often there. And it was an easy rebound as well.
Shot goes right in on Whitehead, who's able to swallow that one up and hold on to it. With 9:33 left to go here in the third, Ravens clinging to a 2-0 lead. And we've spoken about later stages of this game, how important it is for Carleton to defend a lead. Just don't want to break down your D in any way. Stay solid and stay staunch as this one goes along.
Absolutely. The longer you can stay strong, and we see some veteran forwards getting sprinkled into some lines here, the more time you can spend in the offensive zone, the better you're going to be if you're Carleton here nursing this 2-0 lead.
Behind the goal, both teams battle for it. Etier trying to come loose with it for Montreal. Work to the near side, collected though by Ava Beck. Boulanger keeps it alive momentarily, now picked up, and now Beck looking for it in the neutral zone. Pass was behind her, and that's going to be an icing called against Carleton. So another defensive zone draw for the Ravens with 9:12 left to go here in the third. Cecilia Lopez, the goal scorer. You mentioned that she spent some time in France, and it's an amazing story as to why she missed the last 2 games.
Yeah, Lopez is a really interesting story to begin with. This is a graduate of Dartmouth, a Master's of Music student here at Carleton University. Spent last week in France with a Grammy Award-winning producer working on her own music and spending some time working on their own projects. A really unique story. Something we'll be following up for sure later this season.
Absolutely, as the face-off is won back by Montreal. They'll set up now in the offensive zone. Boulanger working her way loose to the far side. Boulanger still with it, putting that one on goal, flutters high and wide. Still on it though are Montreal, looking to get it back to the goal. Collected though by Abigail Byrne, steers it off the boards, but picked off there by Nadeau. And now played back where Reese Cole-Ashbury looks to stick it out. Byrne tried to play that one, off the boards and out, but held in there by Laforge. Kept alive momentarily by Montreal, fluttered out by Byrne. And now Montreal quickly back the other way. Laforge feeds it towards the far side. Nice move, backhand feed towards the front. Laforge looking for it. It's stopped there by Whitehead. It was Etier on that chance specifically, and it's collected by the Ravens. They'll get out towards center with Lopez carrying it into the offensive zone. Backhands that in, but a great chance there for Montreal.
Really good opportunities for the Carabins in transition all over the Ravens, taking advantage of the fact as well that Shannon McDonald blocked a shot up in the rib cage and was visibly in pain on the back end.
As the puck bounces towards the far side, that shot fought off by Whitehead. Comes to the near side, Guimont digging for it. Still they battle with Garand coming over. The Ravens looking to win a puck battle here on the half wall. Lefebvre doing that work as well. It comes loose at the line for Pouliot. Walks in, tried to feed it towards Garand. Off a skate. Garand gets back onto it. Dropped off at the line. Philbert puts that one on goal. Takes a bounce on the way through. Ravens will get to it and play it out towards the neutral zone. Batted at center. Hand pass is waved off as Guimont touches up. Play to the far side where Pouliot is able to work her way into the offensive zone. Pouliot try to make a move. Moret gets onto it. Garand, though, looking to keep it alive. It's in her feet. And now Lengel able to cycle back and get onto it. Moret, feed to the middle for Beard. Dangerous feed there, nearly cut off, but the Ravens able to escape without much pressure, and it's Beard working her way in. Justina Beard. Into the corner. Played that one towards the front. Nobody home for Carleton. Collected by Boulanger. Skates yourself into trouble, though, and it's collected now by Montreal, who are able to work out to the neutral zone. Less than 7 to go here in the third. Dupont looking to make a move. LeMay able to get in on that one. Nice play by the defender, LeMay. It comes towards the line, held there. That shot goes all the way through, stopped by Whitehead, and she'll cover up. Another solid save with rebound control coming from Whitehead, and an offensive zone draw coming for the Carabin.
These are the opportunities the Carleton Ravens have to be aware of. Montreal really strong at holding the line. Fontaine does another really good job there. Just not hard enough on the clear. Everything looked good coming around the back of the net for LeMay. Didn't get what she wanted on the clearing attempt, and all of a sudden it's an opportunity for the Carabins again.
An offensive zone draw that is partially tied up. Ravens looking to get to it with Lopez, but it's Poiré-Lehoux who in turn gets to it for Montreal. Fontaine near side. Work down low towards Boulanger. Back for Fontaine. One-time shot blocked in front there. May have hit her own man, but it's picked up by Fontaine, who jumped in there. Make that Boulanger who jumped in. My apologies. And a penalty is going to be called, a hooking penalty against the Ravens. And a Carabin power play that's been solid with regard to zone time is going to try to break through here with 6:22 left in the third.
Yeah, an unfortunate hooking penalty for Justine Larkin. Got caught on the wrong side of that body and couldn't make the way back to the front of the net. We've seen the Ravens defenders do a good job of that tonight, but Montreal throwing everything they can, and LaForge back out on the power play, so hopefully that hand is feeling pretty good for her right now.
Absolutely. Face off one back by Montreal. They look to keep it alive with Laloche coming over towards it. Etienne now works loose with it. Miller trying to meet her as Etienne swivels loose with it, finding Laloche. Middle point, Laforge goes towards the far side. Poiré-Lehoux takes contact, able to play it towards the middle. Kept alive. Laforge puts that one on goal. It goes wide. And it's collected there by Lefebvre. Etienne kicks it loose towards Poiré-Lehoux. Goes back towards the near side. Intended feed came towards Laloche, but it comes out off her skate into the neutral zone. Laforge. Poiré-Lehoux. Nice move in the neutral zone, trying to cut her way to the goal. Forced off there by Caitlin Gell. Takes hard contact, but able to work it to Lefebvre, skating in. Lefebvre fires, missed high and wide, and it's Caitlin Gell who's down in the corner for the Ravens after hard contact on the end boards behind the goal. Trainer coming out onto the ice with Caitlin Gell in a considerable amount of pain, it seems.
A very awkward incident there for the Ravens defender, coming into her own corner in her own zone, looked to go feet first into the boards and is now favoring that leg that would have gone foot first in. So an unfortunate incident. Lengel obviously has been the Ravens' top player at times on the back end tonight. Her and Reese Cole-Ashbury obviously among the veterans on this D-corps. So everybody will take a breath here and hopefully she'll be able to come off on her own steam.
Yeah, absolutely. A very solid defender, as we've highlighted. And still down there in the corner.
Right now, if you're the Ravens, this is a tough challenge. You have 5:33 to go. Your head is on your teammate who went hard into the boards. There's still 1:11 to go in this penalty kill, and need to find some time to regroup here. It's still a big penalty kill, and obviously your heart and your mind's with your teammate in this moment. But you'll be with her here while you wait and see how long she needs with the trainer, and as quick as they can, they're going to have to regroup a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. We see Jenna Moret and Lainey Guimont hovering around Caitlin Gell, who remains down.
The Carabins not wasting time here either. They've gathered around the board and are taking note of what they need to do. This is a power play that's moved the puck well but hasn't created an opportunity, hasn't been able to find the back of the net. So for the Carabins, taking this, as we talked about earlier, having already used their timeout, taking this as a timeout opportunity to see what they're able to generate. Obviously drawing up a play with Isabelle Leclerc, and we'll see what they're able to do when they come out of this one. The side door has been opened, as it does look like Langille will be helped up to the ice, but in a considerable amount of pain, as two teammates will help her off.
Yeah, Peyton Miller, Jenna Moret, and Lainey Guimont over to provide some support, with Caitlin Jill still struggling to get back to her footing. Gonna need some support against the boards there, and the Ravens are gonna come to her support. And again, if you're the Ravens, now Stacey Colarosi collecting her team. Just have to regroup, as we've highlighted, with 5:33 left to go in the third. You're leading 2-0. First time they've had a multiple goal lead on the season. So emotions are running high on both ends of it, with a player going down in the corner.
It is. It's a tough time on the bench as a coach. You have to be bringing everybody in around you to make sure that they're still focused on the task at hand, but you also have to be aware of the situation. Langille's going to be carried off, and we'll bring the broadcast camera back to the ice in a moment. A few more players helping out here as they help with her coming off the ice. But if you're the Carleton Ravens right now, for the next 4 players up, you do have to find your focus. You do have to find a way, unfortunately, to be ready for this and to find what you can do to recover in this situation. There's 5:33 to go in this hockey game. Your heart is with your teammates, so you are going to need a minute to compose yourselves. But for that first group out here after this penalty, or after this stop, you have a penalty to kill, and it is 2-0 Carleton. They do lead, but in the RSEQ against a team like Montreal, it's not going to take much for them to work their way back in. So Caitlin Whitehead with a couple quick words at the bench. The Ravens players are all slowly making their way back, but there's a number of Ravens who did help take Caitlin Jill off the ice, who have to make their way back to the bench, make their way back to being ready to play. And those are key Ravens down there too. That's Jenna Moret, that's Lainey Guimont, and it looks like Guimont is among the Ravens coming back out to start play again as well.
Yeah, still trying to get things sorted on the bench with regard to sticks. Seemed like Miller and Guimont and Moret each threw 3 of their sticks, and now a little bit of a mix-up on the bench, but they're now on the ice and set to go.
For the Ravens now, it's about rebuilding momentum, getting your head back in this one. 5:33 to go, up by 2, and a big penalty kill to finish.
Absolutely, as the faceoff's won back by Montreal. They'll look to set up. And they'll get set up in the offensive zone. Near side, Nadeau puts that one on goal, blocker to side there. Beard's able to swipe that one down the ice. Nice play by Justina Beard, who's able to send that one deep. 50 seconds left to go here in the Montreal power play.
Really good defensive structure from the Ravens. We talked about how that would be important, and they came right out and did it. Whitehead made an easy save, and Beard cleared it away.
Garon feeds Nadeau across Fontaine, puts that one on goal, stopped by the goaltender Whitehead. Fontaine trying to forecheck there. Beard able to meet it. Peyton Miller sends that to the line, but not out. Nadeau holds it, feeds Garon, puts that one on goal, gobbled up by Whitehead, who's able to hold on to that one. Garon may not have gotten all on that shot, but Whitehead sliding to her left, standing strong with another big save.
Really good point. Montreal doing exactly what they drew up, moving the puck around the point really well, but Garon drifting as she took that shot almost all the way at the wall, about as far away as she could be in her own zone.
Face-off partially tied up. Shannon McDonald looking to get onto it. Puck comes back towards the line for Nadeau. With space, feeds Fontaine. Fontaine goes back for Nadeau. Off for Garon. Garon plays that one back of the goal, off the end boards towards the far side. Fontaine coming in there. Reese Cole-Ashbury wraps that one around. Nobody home for Montreal, and that will do it. We're back to 5-on-5 with Justine Larkin joining the fray. Ravens look complete changes with Larkin out of the box, giving chase.
A really strong penalty kill for the Ravens, able to weather the storm, take that unwanted break of the injury and respond well. Now 4 minutes to go. They're going to have to continue to stay sharp defensively.
Pouliot puts that one off the side of the goal there, back on it, back of the goal. LeMay pinning her there as well. Mahaffey looking to work it loose. Lefebvre coming over. Cerniak trying to swat it out at the line. It comes loose towards the far side and kept alive by Montreal. Pouliot look to play that to the middle. Shot on, stick to side by Whitehead. Rebound collected on that near side and thrown towards the goal by DuPont. Goes back towards the top for LaForge. Feeds Faubert looked to put that one on goal, blocked in front, collected by Aoife Mahaffey. Out towards the near side for Cerniak, trying to feed Mahaffey. Ravens quickly getting their 3 forwards out towards the bench. Fresh set of skaters out there as it's backhanded into the offensive zone. Pouliot still on the ice, back of the goal. Keeping it alive, puck centered in front for Etier, puts that one on goal, off a stick just wide.
Extra attacker jumps out for Montreal with 3 minutes to play as they look to come back from this 2-goal deficit.
Yeah, Racine to the bench, 6-on-5 now for Montreal. Pelletier coming loose with it, and it's Boulanger, the extra skater, hopping over. Pelletier tried to cut towards the middle, forced out at the line. Ravens trying to get out towards center, they will. Lopez trying to catch up to it. She'll put that one towards the goal, it floats just wide. Icing's going to be waved off, though, as Lopez had crossed center. She'll go Harden on the forecheck, with Montreal looking to force it out. Turned over, though. Burns swatting at that one towards the goal. Collected, though, by the Carabin, and they'll work it out. 2:37 left here in the third. Pelletier drops that one back off. Boulanger working her way to the high slot, finding Fontaine across to the far side. That shot blocked her to side by Whitehead. Moret trying to pin it there. Coming in for support is McDonald. Still they battle for it. Killing off precious seconds for Carleton. Moret looks to force that one out towards center, and she will. With Pelletier having to come back onto it. Pressure, though, from the Ravens as Beard forces that one in. Ravens will tag up with Mira Ryan getting to it and look to make some quick changes. Off the glass, out towards center. Cerniak trying to swat at it as well. Boulanger gets to it, plays that one in. Justine Larkin getting to it in her own end. Looked to backhand that one off, but turned it over, though. Picked up, thrown towards the front. Cut off, and Boulanger able to guide that one towards Nadeau, who in turn puts it in deep. Dupont giving chase. LeMay in there as well. Beard trying to dig for it for Carleton, and it comes loose towards the far side. Still, they battle for it in the high slot area. Nadeau now trailing over towards it. Drops it off at the far line. Laforge comes in and fires. Blocked there by Ryan. Another shot blocked in front by LeMay. Rebound 6 there towards the side of the goal. Collected by Montreal. They'll set up once again. Feed towards the far line for Laforge. Near side, Garand. Back off for Laforge. Nobody home, though. A miscue from Montreal, and it comes out towards center. 1:10 left in the third.
Really impressive work by the Ravens in their own zone. Ryan with a huge block. LeMay not afraid to do the same thing as well. And this is the time where we asked what the Ravens would be like, and they're responding well so far, but a minute to play.
Absolutely, as Nadeau skates it back of the goal, rotates that one back towards the far side. Montreal looking to make changes on the fly with Lefebvre picking it up, puts that one towards the goal, stick to side by Whitehead. Wrapped around towards this near side. Nadeau now near point, puts that one on goal, it goes just wide. Guimard heading over towards it, Faubert pinches in. Back off for Garand. Pouliot looks to center that one in front, it's bounced towards the far side. Garand back for Faubert. She'll step up, play in the high slot area towards Pelletier, sent down the ice by the Ravens. Does it have enough to get into the empty net? No, just wide with 22 seconds left to go in the third. Offensive zone draw coming for Montreal, and have to think few tired bodies out there for Carleton.
Especially on the back end as you look at the Carleton Ravens. We're seeing a timeout called by Montreal again, as the Carabins will call their second timeout of the game here, and the Carleton Ravens will use this as their break. They definitely needed it. Both Ravens defenders looking at 90 seconds plus on this shift right now. LeMay blocked a shot as well, so getting into that time where the lungs are muddy water.
Absolutely, and we spoke about the young D. LeMay and Miller, 2 first years coming in, and they're playing a big role in this final minute.
Absolutely. If you're the Carleton Ravens right now, the unfortunate injury to Caitlin Gilles minutes ago, needing to find a way to find some rhythm and some stability. There's only so many veterans back on that blue line, and now it's LeMay and Miller. Half a line change was made, the other half was not. So 2 youngsters, 2 undersized D as well who are out there, but it's Guimard and Mahaffey, some veterans to give some stability.
As the faceoff's tied up, Guimard hops right onto it. She'll skate it out. Good speed up the side. Guimard puts it on goal, but missed wide. Maybe just missed the target there as Misner jumps in. 12 seconds left to go here in the third. With Montreal pinned in their own zone, they'll look to turn it up quickly. May not be time turned over there. Looking for it was Misner. It comes out towards center. Sent down the ice. 1 second left. That will do it. The Carleton Ravens come out victorious for the first time on the season. A shutout victory for Caitlin Whitehead, and they take it 2-0 over the Montreal Carabins.
If you're Coach Stacey Colarossi, that's everything you can ask for your Ravens tonight. They come out, they play an incredibly defensive first period. Their goaltender stands on your head, and you get goals from your veterans, from your leaders in the second period, again in the third, and the Carleton Ravens break the shutout streak, get one of their own, and get in the win column for the first time in 2023.
They do. 1-4 now on the season. They'll head on the road for 7 straight games. Again, the Colonel By Classic just down the road coming up as part of that 7-game road trip. I'm Jackson Starr, joined alongside Jeremy Whalen.